What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Club and Country. This is episode number 136, and we start today's episode off by seeing that Ruben Blanco is returning from his loan spell, which means for the final few games of the season he will be sitting on our bench, and we take on Atletico Madrid for the first of 3 games in today's episode, the first of our 3 remaining league fixtures. As you can see, we're of course crowned champions a while ago now. We've known that for a very long time, but there are still a couple of things to play for. We can still set the new record in La Liga for the most points in a single season. Right now, the record is 100. We can beat that so long as we don't lose any games. We win just one of our final 3. So 1 win and 2 draws will see us set a new record with that will be 102, I do believe. We can also set a new record for the fewest goals conceded in our La Liga season as well. And also Rodriguez and Morata are currently battling out for the Golden Boot as well. So a couple of things still to play for in Club and Country World in this episode, despite already winning the league title and of course still trying to preserve our undefeated season as well, even though that is looking more and more likely as the games go by. Still, the first half had quite a few chances. Not a real surprise either, because Atletico Madrid right now are desperate to hold on to a Champions League place ahead of the pressure of Real Madrid and Barcelona, but it was still goalless going into the break. However, as we won the ball back here from the goal kick, as Mandzukich's header goes just wide of the post, we work our way at the picture of Raul Sousa Pena finding Jesse Rodriguez, and of course Rodriguez going for the golden boot right now ahead of his teammate Morata, goes down the left hand side, takes it around Manquillo with Berber spin, cuts outside, then inside as well, rides a slide challenge, and Jesse Rodriguez right now, as I said, going for the golden boot, being one of our best players, if not our best player of the season. Well, that was just a clear show and a clear display of exactly why he's been one of the best players of the season. Absolutely superb goal by Rodriguez, and I know I've scored some really nice goals with this club. I know I really like using this team. I feel so comfortable with it. Rodriguez is a great player, but that goal was just glorious. The one thing I will say is that Obiang as a goalkeeper should not be chipped from inside this area like that with a ball in mid-flight. It was pretty poor goalkeeping, but let's be honest here, that was a beautiful goal. The way Rodriguez just cut inside from the left, couple of nice skill moves, and then that chip as well after riding the slide challenge, that was just wonderful. A brilliant goal by Rodriguez, his 25th goal in La Liga so far this season. He's 4 goals clear of Morata, and I think he is going to win the Golden Boot this year. In the 49th minute, Suarez tried to equalise for Atletico Madrid, but that's shot wide the post and behind for a goal kick, and it was how the game would finish as well. Atletico Madrid 0, Racing Santander 1. So another win notched up for Santander. Rodriguez with the only goal of the game, getting us to 3 points. And it does mean now that we are joint record holders, if that makes sense, for the most points accumulated in the season with 100. And we still have 2 games to go. So it looks almost certain that we are going to break that record and set a new one ourselves. So delighted with that. Absolutely delighted with that. Because obviously, as I mentioned before, there are still a couple of things to play for. And, keeping hold of the undefeated season was going to be crucial. And I felt as though we were probably going to do it anyway after we won the league title back in March, just because of how dominant we've been this season. We've won 32 of our 36 games, and the other 4 have been draws. It shows you how good we've been. So holding on to our undefeated season was looking more and more likely as the games go by. But trying to set those records as well is always really nice. I don't know about you guys, but I'm a sucker for statistics and records in all sports, really. Anything I follow, to be honest. And when I can break records, even if it's in a video game, especially in Football Manager, I love doing that sort of stuff. It always feels really nice. But still, we take on Villarreal for the second of 3 games in today's episode here, the second of the 3 final games of La Liga. Of course, 1 more point will see us set a new record for the most points in a single La Liga season. And the first chance fell here in the 18th minute as we're passing the ball around. Retaining possession as Carvajal finds Elise inside towards Jesse Rodriguez, who scored against Atletico Madrid. He runs from right to left, plays it through towards Morata, picks out Isco. Isco finds Paco Candela. And this goal sort of summed up exactly why we've been so dominant this season. Every single player just feels absolutely awesome in this team. Like, seriously, I feel like I'm using superhuman players in this Racing Santander side. What a lovely team goal that was. Absolutely brilliant build-up. I'm not sure if everyone touched the ball from the first move, but even so, it was a wonderful, wonderful goal. Paco Candela put the icing on the cake there with a lovely, lovely finish, but even so, a brilliant team goal, and we make it Villarreal 0, Racing Santander 1. Villarreal didn't hit the bar here in the 41st minute. De Gea made a save and then punched the ball onto his own crossbar before diverting it behind for a corner. So still Villarreal 0, Racing Santander 1. De Gea made the save, and when he got up, I thought he was just going to catch it, but instead he decided to do it in style, get the ball away by punching it behind for a corner and deflecting it over the top of his own bar. So still 1-0 to Racing Santander, and from the corner it's crossed in by Aquino, looking for Vieto. De Gea fumbles it, and it goes just wide the post. So desperate to ensure he would set a new record for the fewest goals conceded in La Liga as well, but De Gea looking a little bit shaky in this game, but it was still 1-0. In the 65th minute, a great chance to make it 2-0 as Rodriguez comes forward here, goes to shoot as well, and it's blocked when it comes to Morata. He fumbles it back towards Paco Candela, but he can't keep his shot down and score his second goal of the game as it goes behind for a goal kick. So still Villarreal 0, Racing 1. And in the 75th minute, we were still leading by a goal to 0 as Rodriguez picks the ball up down the right-hand side here. As he runs over the halfway line, he keeps hold of the ball, rises to slide challenge from Costa, keeps on going, lovely run by Rodriguez, crosses the ball to the far post, picks out Morata, and Morata makes it Villarreal 0, Racing Santander 2. So lovely run by Jesse Rodriguez, but unlike against Atletico Madrid, he doesn't go for goal. He picks out his teammate instead, and Morata scores the goal to make it 2-0 to Racing. So surely on course for another 3 points here. Morata's now got 21 goals in La Liga, so now just 4 goals behind Rodriguez in the Golden Boot race. I'm pretty sure Rodriguez is going to win the Golden Boot, but Morata keeping himself alive. Still, Villarreal 0, Racing Santander 2. They had a good chance there, but Vieto shot in just wide the post and behind for a goal kick, and it was how the game would finish as well. So another clean sheet for David De Gea as he looks to set a new record in La Liga for the fewest goals conceded in a season. Another win for Racing Santander, so we have now set a new record for most points in a single La Liga season with a game to spare as well. Delighted with that. And the final game of the episode is against our rivals Atletico Bilbao as well. And, you know, we've already won the title. We knew that for a while, but of course we can't lift the trophy until the final game of the season. And what a way to lift the trophy it's going to be. We're going to be doing it on our rivals' ground. It doesn't get much better than that, does it? You know, winning the title and getting to celebrate it, getting to lift it at your rival's stadium. That's going to be absolutely awesome. So we take on Athletic Bilbao for the third and final game of today's episode, and of course the final game of the La Liga season. And the first chance would fall here in the 9th minute as well, but it would actually come to the home side, desperate to ensure that even though we're going to win the title, they would beat us in the final game and make sure we wouldn't finish undefeated. But thankfully for us, David De Gea made a good save there in the 9th minute to make sure we wouldn't fall behind early on. In the 25th minute, a great chance for us to take the lead. Rodriguez swings in this corner, but Borja Lopez's shot is a header as well, saved by the goalkeeper, and then Morata's shot is caught by the goalkeeper as well. So still 0-0 in this game, but both sides having early chances. In the 34th minute, though, another good chance for us to score the opening goal of the game as Rodriguez goes down the right-hand side, plays the ball over the top towards Morata, beats San Jose, puts him on the floor. Great chance here as he goes down the right-hand side, shoots from a tight angle as well, and also finds the back of the net. With the outside the right boot, just smashes the ball inside towards the near post. The goalkeeper doesn't really stand his ground, didn't really cover himself in much glory there, and Alvaro Morata gets the 22nd goal of the season for him there as he smashes the ball in. In my opinion, I know Morata's got some good shot power, but even so, I think he should have at least saved that there, the goalkeeper. It was pretty much straight at him, and he seemed to sort of fall out of the way. But even so, Athletic Bilbao 0, Racing 1. And in the 40th minute, Rodriguez goes down the right-hand side, takes it past his man, swings it across, picks out Morata, and just like against Villarreal, Rodriguez assists Morata, and Morata goes to pick up the ball as well because he's still in this Golden Boot race. That's now his 23rd goal of the season. He's 2 behind Jesse Rodriguez, and he's desperate to catch up and try and be given the Golden Boot come the end of the season. So Morata now on 23, Rodriguez on 25, Bilbao 0, Racing 2. That's the most important thing. In the 58th minute, though, a good chance for Bilbao to get themselves back in the game. Munian shoots him just outside the area, but he can't put his shot on target, and it goes behind for a goal kick. So still 0-0. And in the 67th minute, another good chance for Bilbao here. Zeta goes down the left-hand side, takes it around Carvajal, crosses the ball to the far post, looks for Munian, but his header goes just wide of the post and behind for a goal kick. So still Bilbao 0, Racing Santander 2. And it was how the game would finish as well. Athletic Bilbao 0, Racing Santander 2. A double for Morata on the final game of the season means he won't be crowned a Golden Boot winner. That does go to Jesse Rodriguez. So for you guys that voted for Rodriguez in the hashtag Team Rodriguez and hashtag Team Morata video, you got it right. Well done. Morata fell short by 2 goals. But even so, the most important thing, setting a new record, new highest points total in La Liga of 106, setting a new record for fewest goals conceded with just 13 in a season. How crazy is that? Just 13 goals conceded out of 38. Most importantly though, Racing Santander crowned La Liga champions for a second successive season. And look who's holding the trophy, it's David Concha. Doesn't that feel good? He's the only Racing Santander player that stayed right from the first day I arrived, and he gets to lift the trophy as well. Of course, he's going to be a squad player for, the rest of the series, and of course, this is probably going to be the final season. He's pretty much always been a squad player since the second season, but even so, great to see him lift the trophy, and there you go. So as you can see, that was the final league table, a crazy, crazy season. We won the league title in March, the fastest ever La Liga trophy win, surely. As you can see, new record for points, new record for fewest goals conceded, a brilliant season, and just incredible to think we only conceded 13 goals in the single season. That's absolutely extraordinary, and what a season it was as well. And Spanish football right now belongs to Racing Santander. The goalkeeper of the tournament went to De Gea, golden boot also went to Rodriguez as well, as we knew that too. But even so, yeah, Spanish football right now belongs to Racing Santander. That was the goal at the start of the series. We wanted to dominate Spanish football. We wanted to turn Racing Santander into a side who were really going to set the cat amongst the pigeons in Spain and become the best side in the country, and we've certainly done that now. Credit to Barcelona and Real Madrid. Despite having very poor starts to the season, they did both manage to qualify for the Champions League next year, but we won the league title ahead of second place Sevilla by 29 points. I mean, if that doesn't tell you that we've dominated this season, that's now a second La Liga trophy in 2 years as well. If it doesn't tell you that we're going to dominate Spain for the rest of the for the few years that will continue, if we were to continue this series, now I don't know what does really. But even so, it probably is going to be the final season of the series. We already know that. But even so, it's great to know that if we were going to continue, we would just continue to dominate because we've just been so strong this season. We do have the Euros at the end of the season. I will be playing that, and this is the Spain squad I've picked. It was a really hard squad to pick. So many great players that got left out of the club. But I did decide to pick Elise, though. I know I said I probably wasn't going to do it, but just because he had such a great season for us, I feel it's only fair he does get called up to the Spain squad for the Euros. We did pick 7 players from the Racing Santander side as well, which I think is fair game. But even so, it does end the episode, guys, so thank you very much for watching the video. I really hope you have enjoyed it. Don't forget, the next episode of Club and Country is going to be a Champions League final with Racing Santander against Chelsea. It'll also be our final game managing Racing Santander as well. But even so, don't miss it. That will be the Champions League final coming very soon. Hopefully you enjoy it, and I'll see you for the episode very soon.